and 6.
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you, catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that ball.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Getting some heat. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down, 10 yards to go. He wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
The AT unit on the field. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to... He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the ground, it's Terrell. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to pass. It's Bryant. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're bringing heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Daron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Let's see what they've got on second down. The run from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Man, this guy's going to get some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Stand.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. The QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
This offense has a second down play. They're going to throw it again. quickly to the tight end. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of back tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Finds a crease at the 20. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, you name it.
You're running out of oxygen there. I hear you. There's so many great guys in the past, and this is a defense that, when you see this defense, they're going to get after quarterbacks. They believe if you have time, you will win, and you can see it's no different. This group is just flying after the quarterback and making life really hard on them.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Thrust that arm out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Coming after it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting us, gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the right side. Afterburner's coming. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They go to the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Washington notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Husky Stadium is worth its weight in gold. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wound.
Pass on the way, it's picked off! Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
So I'm looking at get my ass into it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything worked. I don't expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
I love when players
he beat me in college, though. That bitch bust my ass in college that night when we played in the national championship.
Where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
We always play in the broadcast.
Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to.
Yeah, we got leaks and shit going on.
How about the defender being a huge
got a league in college and a league in dynasty league in college and then
flew down with some bad
league in Madden.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That bitch, he had beaten last season, beating in the Super Bowl. That bitch, he went overtime. That motherfucker, boy, I was pissed. He was about 3 points in overtime. I said, this season, bitch, I'm gonna get you back. Well, yeah, I've been playing with the Ravens. He had the Commanders. I just got Lamar back. Lamar was out for fucking 10 weeks. I didn't think he was going to be back in time for the Super Bowl. Just made it back. Yeah, dislocated ankle, man.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for to score. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Oh, you talking about uptown? What?
The Minnesota offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
I talked to nephew a couple of days ago, man.
This offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy.
Off he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
I know he had bought the other one, though. Yeah, the other one was Rigo.
Trying to barge in.
I mean, not West Rigo, off of LaPalco. Yeah, but he had moved that after him and the job broke up, huh? Right. Okay, so he's back at the house. Okay.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think coming into this season, we thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Okay, it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. You can tell he knew exactly where he was. Got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can
go. See that looked up.
I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just...
Oh, he wants it all. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those three...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in at the 30. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Looking to scramble. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DB's kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch.
Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one's coming back. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The Cuse is in the house. Syracuse is pouring it on right now with an offensive performance we haven't seen since some of the legendary 44s. They're up 14 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Bryant just big tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He finds his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback in that direction.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Right.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Trying to pick up a first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. He's going to pass.
What?
Working the middle, it's complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So when you're running a go, when you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Bryant. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
Okay.
And he loses the football on the return. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, it's in goal. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so...
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And wings it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Back to throw, it's Bryant. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Finds his man, it's Terrell. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense.
Got another baby.
After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. This coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again, deep down the field, but it falls in.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better...
And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
I did that.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He looks that one in nicely. One-step grab, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Safe completion on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The field goal is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes that Alabama offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive,
Yeah, the dunk
situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Back to pass, it's Bryant. He's got his man. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Man, you know, you always look back at games and single plays that turn the tide. And with his defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and got...
Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Feeling some heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room.
4th down.
Send them to
Number 15 on the field goal.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
The Golden Gophers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play. To this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough on attack.
From the shotgun, they'll run it.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run.
Yeah,
so why would you call it? You call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
What's up, bro?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker.
Oh, bro, see, it's lovely out here,
For the
man.
first down, they'll spot it at the 37.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks.
Yeah.
This is one of the top 25
They don't,
offenses in the country.
I don't be out, but I see a lot of shit online. Them motherfuckers, they don't fuck with these niggas here, man.
Making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of
They don't fuck with these shit for me. They live here. They rather fuck with a long distance relationship than to fuck with these niggas here.
Up on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
Yeah.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down.
I remember that shit from
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Dropping back, it's Vincent. Finds a tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a groove right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
To the air, it's Bryant.
Hey, what's up, E?
He's got his man.
Anthony.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown tie.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's Bryant. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play for fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
Wow.
Scanning the field, it's Bryant. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That was my nephew. Yeah, that was Reese's son. Wow. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Wow. Mhm. Yeah. That's yep. Cause he was on I-55. He was on his way home, and the little boy that was in the truck with him was his nephew. That was Reese's oldest son, Avery. That was his son. That's Reese's son and Reese's that was grandson, right? But that was my nephew he was in the truck with. That was his nephew, because that was her middle son that was killed in the truck accident. Her oldest son Avery, that was his son. He had his son with him. No, he's in the hospital. Grandson. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Cam he's in Jackson, Mississippi, still in the hospital. He's still in a coma. Um, he's doing better. He's doing better because he had some bleeding on the brain, and so they had to operate and have surgery on him. So the doctors are optimistic. The swelling has gone down tremendously. They took him off. He's breathing on his own, and they just started feeding him through a tube on yesterday. because he hadn't ate anything, since the accident. So they're gonna try to, he's 7. Yeah, 7. Yeah, he was in the bed of the truck sleeping. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're gonna do the services Saturday. Yeah, the service is gonna be Saturday at Watson Memorial Church on Napoleon in St. Charles. So I just don't have the time yet. I'm waiting on the time, but I'll be in town. Huh? Yeah, 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 yep. You moved up from Texas? Okay, that's about an hour from me. Yeah, I'm in New Caney. It's like right by Humble, not too far from the airport. Hmm. Okay, that's now Dallas. Yeah, I'm right near Houston. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. What? I don't blame you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm at 10%, so I'm fighting with him now because I still got some stuff in, so I'm waiting on the, thing now. So, PTSD, putting for the PTSD. Actually, I just submitted something for depression and insomnia. So, yeah. What? Uh, wow. Hmm. Well, shit. Obviously, he must know what he's talking about if he in there. Hmm. Okay. Wow. My Look, my captain, I've been out here in Houston about a year. So my captain, when I got here in last year in September, he got 50,000 back pay, and then I want to say about a couple of months ago, about 2, 3 months ago, he got 98,000 back pay. So all together within this year, he got 150,000, and he's at 100% now. He just hit 100%. Wow. Hmm. Appreciate it, sweetheart. Yeah. Yep. I went to Bosnia. Yeah, I went to Bosnia. Lord. Wow. Really? Mm. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Right. It was I had a cystic scar on my head. I had surgery. Huh? Yeah, well, I had a knot on my head that I was born with, so they tried to remove it. Yeah, so they gave me 10% for that. Hmm. You did? Mm-hmm. Uh,
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
okay.
Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, definitely. Hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down
All right,
play and
sweetheart.
bringing up 2nd and 3.
Let me see these.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
God damn it.
Touchdown, Minnesota! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Now really back in the game here. Leads down to 12 as they're about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on one.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Vincent. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's inside the 10. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Vincent. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger.
That makes the score Alabama 52, Minnesota 37.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. He's got him in the flat. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
30 seconds.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it. So why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Using his legs to buy some time. He's got the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets away. They're bringing heat. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. This quarterback has some mobility in the pocket, but soon enough, there was nowhere to move.
He has mobility, but goodness gracious, his offensive line needs to help him do something. It's hard to make three guys miss just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They got to do a better job holding up their end of the bargain.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a three-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And you got to wonder about the confidence in this kid. It's been up and down, 1 for 4 now in this game kicking after that miss.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Line gets set. First down. Using his legs. It's in goal. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Now on first down from the 40. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it! Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 24 over Northern Illinois. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing.
He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
To the air, it's Bryant. Extending the play. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Alabama will get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into track.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. finds his man. It's Terrell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Completes it in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown tie. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Open runway ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO. But how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Oh, look out, there he goes! They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Coming after him. Looking for the score. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Complete to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense.
Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away.
66.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to him. Oh, he dropped it! The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
And this really puts it out of reach. I mean, it was already a tall order, and you had to be aggressive in this situation. But now, with this turnover, this one's all but over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.